Hello everyone, it's Crystal Ether here to talk about Marion and Asch, who snuck their way onto the newest Survive banner. Focusing on the bleed debuff, these mentors bring tools that are great for skill damage Survive events but aren't must-haves for players. However, their interesting tools are enough to warrant a closer look. Remember, if you really like a card, then go for it. This is a single-player game, so you should enjoy your roster how you like. And if you found the review helpful, I'd appreciate it if you considered subscribing to the channel. The Blade Expert has evolved to another level with skills that don't eat away his own HP anymore. In seriousness, Agent Marion is a skill-centric bleed debuffer that can activate multiple damage instances in quick succession. His HP regeneration effect is weak and really won't help much in Expert Plus difficulty, so bringing allies that can provide stronger healing effects is recommended, as the current Survive boss hits your entire team each turn with some pretty significant damage that can't be ignored. Pairing this Marion card with heroes who can reduce cooldowns is ideal as well to make the most of his bleed and skill damage activations, especially since his burst skill deals more damage if the foe is bleeding. To help this agent complete his mission, I recommend equipping him with his waterfront frame in his main frame slot, as it heals Marion while also reducing his skill cooldowns by 1, which is perfect to keeping his HP above the 60% HP requirement, while also squeezing out an extra skill 1 cast for a Survive boss attempt if this Marion hero card is max limit broken. If you don't have that frame, then Marion's initial 4-star frame works to improve his offense instead, critical rate and critical damage flat buffs that work alongside any stackable buffs he might bring as well, on top of healing Marion. Don't have either frame? Marion's Chapter 9 frame is a placeholder you can use then, as it deals skill damage twice while also applying a level 1 stackable defense debuff onto random foes, but will always land twice on a single enemy. Having more skill damage instances is welcome for these types of Survive bosses, but keep in mind that it costs Marion 30 BP to cast and has initial cooldown of 2 turns at max limit break. Asch may be the 3-star card in this event set, but he debuts with a stackable skill damage buff that's not previously seen in hero cards. He may not hit hard, but this hero card has several skill damage instances that contribute to the Survive boss's gimmick while also buffing the team. The extra effect on his first skill is nice, but not something to prioritize, as this card has low attack due to its rarity, and a level 1 defense debuff won't significantly increase your score on its own. The stackable skill damage buffs work together with the First Storm Ghast welfare frame, so you can get some pretty high skill damage numbers by the end of the fight. Asch also benefits from any effects that reduce his skill cooldowns, but unfortunately he doesn't have any frames in his own library that grants this effect, and most of his personal frames support a main DPS role. Instead, his prison event frame that can be farmed from the memorial event is another source of skill damage while also buffing the HP totals of brave allies, and is a good choice when considering how the damage output of this boss in Asch's current library roster. If you can handle the boss's area effect damage and prefer delaying its charge attack, then Asch's initial frame is an option for players with little to no defense skills on their team. And the hunting frame is also an option if you're looking to maximize skill damage instances for Survive events, but note that overall damage will be lower due to Asch's 3-star stats. These Marion and Asch cards fill an interesting niche without being meta, but they're strong enough to perform well against this type of boss even without the event buff, provided you invest resources into them. Marion more so than Asch. The inclusion of stackable skill damage buffs is a great addition to the game with how far skill damage has fallen behind burst skill damage, and I'm glad to see that Happy Elements has been taking steps to address these gaps. That's all for this video and this interesting spy duo. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next video.